Hello everyone, Chris Collins here from eTools Support. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SCS MobileTools feature that was recently released, which includes the liquid level data entry. So we'll take a little dive into that, how you can insert your liquid levels into eTools using the MobileTools application. As usual, I'll be showing this on an iPad, however it is available on Android devices as well, or your Apple phones for that matter. So we're going to switch on over here to the iPad and take a look at that. And we'll be dealing with the MobileTools application here, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. When you first log in, which your login information will be exactly the same that you use in order to get into eTools. But you'll see the options here for SCS Data Services, which is all of your landfill gas related information, and WDT, which is related to the flow. So remember, if you're uploading your flow, that's WDT using the memory card reader, and then the SCS Data Services is where the data is actually at. So we're going to take a look at Data Services now. So this is our dashboard when we first log in. One thing we're going to want to do from here is actually change this over from landfill gas over to liquid levels. So I'm going to go ahead and select there where it says landfill gas. Go down to the options to the second one to liquid levels and go ahead and select that. Here's a list of all of our landfills that we have access to here. And you see just a quick little breakdown of where we stand regarding the liquid level monitoring. So the number of wells on site, how many has not been monitored based on the monitoring frequency, and how many pumps are currently on the site. So I'm going to go ahead and select the demo landfill. One thing to note here is that the shortcuts at the top, where it actually sorts based upon liquid level or landfill gas, or we do the sort from A to Z, all of this is shortcuts throughout the application, so you can use this at any time and flip back and forth if need be. One thing regarding the sort that's really important on this screen, if you actually go ahead and select the A to Z right here, which is the default sort, you'll also see one here that's actually listed as distance. If we do it by distance, it'll take the GPS information we have in eTools, assuming that it's up to date, and then compare that with the GPS information from your mobile device. So ideally, when you walk up to a well, that ID will automatically, that the well you're walking up to basically will be the first one on the list, so it's easier to find. You also have the options here. You can actually sort. In the top left, you can search, so just type in the ID. I'll go ahead and it'll filter those out for you. Again, if the GPS information's not in there yet or anything like that, you'll be able to actually search for it from the device. For this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and select the Demo 6 ID down here. When we select the Demo 6 ID, you're going to see a picture here if any has been uploaded. We have the ability here to actually show these pictures. You'll see the couple different options we have there, and then we're going to concentrate on the data entry section here at the bottom. Once we go ahead and select data entry, we've got our 3 types of liquid level data that we're able to insert into the application currently. We have force main pressure, pump cycle count, as well as the liquid levels and temperature. For the demonstration, I'm going to start out with force main pressure. It's pretty much the same method all throughout for all 3 of them. So we'll do force main pressure, we'll skip the pump cycle count. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you need a further rundown of that, please contact support. And then we'll finish off here with the liquid levels. So we're going to head and look at the force main pressure. When we select that, we'll show the ID that we had selected there. The date and time, this will actually show us the previous reading that we currently have in the system, the values for the previous reading. So obviously this is the last one that we have recorded. In order to record a new one, we can go ahead and select the calendar icon there. It'll pull up the current date and time that's on your mobile device. So by default, whatever the time showing there, if you have to backdate it or you have to backdate the time, you can actually do that from there as well. So if it's not current, if you've done it the day before and trying to update by field notes or something along those lines. So we'll go ahead and just leave that on the current one. I'm going to go ahead and select next here in the bottom left. And it'll jump us over to the force main pressure. So the previous value was 55. We'll go ahead and say that it is 55 for the demo as well. And then we have the option, as mentioned, to actually take a picture of it with the camera on your mobile device, or if you have one stored, you can actually upload it directly from the device if need be. Completely optional, but if there's anything you need to have noted kind of visually, you have that option to do it here. For the comments, same thing, optional. If there's anything you need to note about the conditions of the force main or anything like that, and you can actually note that there. We're going to go ahead and select on the upload now on the bottom left, and once we do that, you'll see that the reading has been uploaded successfully. In eTools now, in the file upload section, you'll actually be able to see the MobileTools uploads there as well, so that you'll be able to view what that data was in eTools if need be. So just keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and click OK. We'll go back to the again to this screen where the options are. We'll go to the liquid level here. Pump cycle count's exactly the same as what the force main was, just obviously you're entering pump cycle count data instead of the force main pressures. So go ahead and select the liquid levels and temp. We have our ID here. Again, we have our previous values here. If you do not know the ground surface elevations, you can go back and edit that reading later in eTools. So just as mentioned, it'll show your previous values, but if you don't know what that is currently, you can leave that blank and go back and always correct that later on. Regarding the date and time, I'll go ahead and again select the calendar, go ahead and click next to go to the next field. Ground surface elevation, we'll set it for the sake of this that we'll keep it the same as what it was previously. Go next. Top of casing to ground surface, again the same. We'll just keep these values going across the board here. Go ahead and continue to fill these out. So the top of casing to the bottom of the well, I put 265. And I'm just going to scroll down here. Yes, there's a pump installed. We have the option for yes, no. And there's top of casing to the top of the pump. So I'll go ahead and select that and put 148. Now what this is going to do if we actually scroll down here, as far as the temperatures go, there is some direction of how the temperatures are calculated in here. It'll take the information based upon what you have entered and it'll calculate how much liquid's in the well, the application well right here, from in real time. So that'll determine if we're going to do it in 10-foot intervals, take the liquid level temperature, then we will do this in every 10 feet intervals. So this will go ahead and calculate basically how many 10-foot intervals that there are in that liquid. As far as the procedure goes, if you look at the information icon here on the right, if we go ahead and click on that, that'll walk you through the process and kind of how everything's calculated. The gist of it is whenever you drop the temperature probe in, you would drop it at the bottom of the well, take what the reading is there, pull it up 10 feet, take another reading, so on and so forth until you're out of the liquid. Based upon how much liquid that is in the well, again, it'll go ahead and it'll insert those columns for you. So if we go ahead and click OK on here, and we're going to go down to the liquid level temperature. So after we enter this, we'll say that the temperature was 130. And then we'll go ahead and click on the next here on the bottom left. Once we hit next, it'll actually go ahead and it'll add another column there. So this is, we pull it up another 10 feet. And we'll do this as 120. Next again, adds another column. And we'll just say that this goes to 110. Next again, adds another column. 110. Next again, and you'll see that there's one more on here that it adds, so we'll just do one last one. After you do this, you'll notice that this is, the 10-foot intervals. We should be out of the liquid at this point, so you'll notice that the next option down there is no longer available. So at this point, we're good to go ahead and click on upload there on the left, and that reading has been inserted into eTools. So there's to getting your liquid levels and all of that in there through the mobile app. That's basically all that there is to it. As always, if you have any questions or if there's anything else that we can help you with, if you need passwords reset, anything like that, our support information is support@SCSeTools.com via email, or you can call us at 866-612-6820. If you do call us, please leave a message just stating kind of what you want so we know how to best take care of that for you. And make sure that the best person actually reaches out for you to be able to take care of your issues. Our hours is Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time to 5 o'clock Pacific. Thanks, guys, and you guys have a wonderful day.